Hello, I'm Tofu, and today we're on Tanglewood, and as you can see, Sasha is in boxes, so we're going to be going on a villager hunt. I'm looking for the ever elusive Rudy, Wendy, or Bree. I've got 80 tickets on me, so let's do this. Okay, our first island. Who are we going to find? That looks like a penguin immediately off the bat. It's the one with the helmet, so I imagine the name is Puck, but let's double check. It is indeed. The ice hockey uniform and helmet kind of give it away, but I wasn't 100% on that name, so I had to check. It makes sense that he's an ice hockey player, being a penguin, but not someone we're after obviously, so we shall move on. Hoping for some of that Jailtown luck to help me on this Tanglewood Island hunt. Oh, there's Pico in ticket number 2. She's adorable. I've had her a couple of times. Won't be taking her as she is a normal, and I've got plenty of normals on my island with Goldie and Coco now. But again, another decent character to find. I just don't really understand how lucky I am when it comes to Jailtown. Like, I found Bella in 7 tickets, Kyle in 21. In 2 separate instances, I found 2 characters that I was after in the same recording. This is Gladys. She's alright looking. Obviously not one of the elusive 3 that we're after, so I'm going to carry on. Yeah, I just wish I could transfer that luck over to Tanglewood and find Rudy. He's my boy, and he keeps slipping through my fingers. And in case you're wondering, I've chosen 80 tickets on this hunt, because that was how many I initially gave myself for the last Jailtown hunt. Oh look, there's Sprinkles in the background. She's a very nice penguin. Probably the nicest penguin in my opinion. But we move on. Right, good old lucky Bamboo Island. And I just saw it in the corner of the screen. It's Marina, the adorable pink octopus. Never had her on any of my islands. She is adorable. She's just obviously very pink, and so never really suited my themes, I guess. But you can see why she's really popular. Obviously the octopi are just generally popular because of how scarce they are when it comes to the numbers. But yeah, she's particularly adorable. And there's Sid. Very quickly saw him on the horizon. You know what? I'm going to say hello. That's the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, he's a cool looking dude. Very punk rock. I believe he's named after Sid Vicious, the one of the members of the Sex Pistols. Yeah, he's cool. Probably would have worked on Jailtown, but not for Tanglewood, not our jungle island. Just flicking through YouTube, I've seen a couple of thumbnails that have shown that they've officially released the date as far as the multiplayer going offline for New Leaf. I'm going to interrupt myself. This is Rowan. I haven't actually clicked on those videos as of yet, but I do plan to watch them. I was just flicking through seeing if I could find any new channels to peruse, and those just happened to come up. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, because the multiplayer in New Leaf was a really fun feature. It's a shame they've not really implemented anything like that in New Horizons, but there you go. Doesn't really affect me because I haven't played New Leaf in forever, but it is something I would like to go back to. It's just a shame that I can't seem to record it. I've tried looking up ways to mod the 3DS and be able to record, and it just seems either really complicated, or the companies that were modding it so that you could then get a capture card in there just don't really exist anymore. This is Pietro, the very colourful clown sheep, and a firm fan favourite. Yeah, I like his unique design. He really stands out because of it. He's a cool guy. It's just a shame that actual clowns are kind of creepy. If they ported New Leaf to the Switch, or the Switch 2 when it eventually comes out. I keep doing that, I mean to hit the tool ring, there we go. But yeah, if they manage to port it, I would definitely look into it and play it again. This is Admiral. I like his big funky eyebrow. Very serious. But yeah, I don't really like him that much. But yeah, I would definitely play it, and I really loved New Leaf at the time, and yeah, it was just a fun game. Speaking of fun games, or certainly interesting games, I've seen this Power World, which all the headlines and things regarding that, and all the commentary online seems to be Pokemon, but with guns. I hadn't really seen anything about it too much, to be honest, and yeah, it does look interesting. This is Paula, and she's not interesting, in my opinion anyway. Sorry to anyone who likes Paula. But yeah, there are some people that are really defending that game, saying it's fun and it's not just Pokemon with guns, you know. But then there are other people that are just saying it's a blatant Pokemon ripoff. Have any of you guys got hold of the game? Have you played it? Is it fun? What would be your kind of opinion on it? Because to be honest, the only thing I've really seen is comparison videos comparing that and Pokemon, and some of the designs are pretty similar. Like to quite a suspect degree. But I mentioned the game to my wife, and she apparently knew something about it. Apparently Pokemon have tried suing the company 2 or 3 times already without success, so I guess the courts have decided that it's not that similar. I do love me some Pokemon games though, so anything that's remotely similar is worth a look. It's always interesting when we get one of these islands. These are always different. I didn't quite see who that villager was. Is that Kitty? Oh no, it's the awful cat. It's Stinky. I only saw the ears and then the colour, and I didn't see the colour properly, so... Ugh. No thank you. Put out your fire and away I go. Such a waste of a unique island. Can we find someone better than Stinky? Bamboo Island? Let's find out. Oh, it's Quilson. Well, better than Stinky, but not that much better, to be honest. I don't know, he's okay. I don't like his half-shut eyes and the fact that he's just that green. Because of that, he kind of comes across as, like, a little bit ill. I think it's just a theme with those kind of green characters. Like, Gruff is definitely one of those that looks unwell, just because he's green. I have got a couple of reserves that I would like to take, so Rod and Pappy would be my main ones. Ah, there's Bones. Absolute adorable. But unfortunately we must run away from Bones, because they're not on my list. But as I was saying, Rod and Pappy would be my ultimate settles. To be honest, I've not really seen Rod that much. Same with Pappy. But hopefully they come up if we haven't found one of our Elusive 3, Rudy, Wendy or Bree, by the last 10, 15 tickets, something like that. There are quite a lot of normal girls that I would actually really like to have, but I just don't want too many normals on my island. It's really easy to do. And yeah, I've already got Coco, already got Goldie. Neither of those are leaving the island, so yeah, it's a shame. Speaking of cute characters though, here's Carmen. I guess a Peppy. I've never had Carmen before, but yeah, I would consider it. If she came up within the last 5 tickets, then maybe. Why not? Not gonna lie, I'd probably take Rosie or Whitney if I saw them in the last 10 tickets as well, because I've only ever seen Rosie once and I had to give her up. And Whitney comes up constantly and I always feel really bad when I don't take her. This is Static, by the way. A really cool looking squirrel. I do love that yellow and purple combination. It's really eye pleasing. Just like the fact he's somewhat unique, you know. Every now and again I see that snowflake on the horizon just moving and I always think it's a villager or something and I get kind of excited, but yeah, it's just playing tricks on me. There's Agent S, another squirrel. She's okay. I prefer Kid Cat when it comes to the superhero villagers, but she's alright. She's a 6 or 7 out of 10. Who do we find this time? Is it another squirrel? It was not. It's a bull. Vic, I believe his name is. And there he is. well, kind of obscured by the tree, but that's fine. See, he's a Viking cow, or bull, I should say. Hence the name Vic, hence his Viking clothing. He's wearing a little horn helmet, there we go. Or, it certainly looks like a horn helmet with his horns protruding out of it. But we must move on anyway. And we must be getting close to the point in which I found Kyle, my last hunt. Ah, there's Meringue, she's adorable. Trying to hop over the river, but I'm failing. There we go. I want to say hello to this absolutely fantastic villager here. She is adorable. Like, definitely the best designed rhino, in my opinion. I do love it when they make unique designs like Meringue, especially for species that don't really get too much love as well. Just makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more unique. This is Rodeo. I'm not really keen on Rodeo. I did have him in my New Leaf town for the longest time, to be honest. I just don't like his eyes, like red, dead eyes. I guess they've played into that a little bit more on New Horizons and given the, is it graduation robe? But it does make him a bit colty looking, doesn't it? Anyway, moving on. He would definitely work for any kind of Halloween or Witchcore based islands. Okay, someone good, someone good. Who are we going to find? Rocco. Well, Rocco's alright. He's not bad. I'm going to say hello to him. He's going to call me a hippie, no doubt. There we go. You're so mean, Rocco. I'm not a hippie. He was definitely one I was considering for Jailtown. But we found Biff instead, and I think Biff works a lot better as a bodyguard type, so that's cool. And who do we have this time? We run off to the right. It's Barreled. Another one we were considering for Jailtown. He's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm going to say hello to him. How you doing? Oh, that's a very high-pitched voice. I wasn't expecting that. He is a lazy though, so I shouldn't have been too surprised, but still, I just wasn't expecting that. The fact he's got like a 5 o'clock shadow, and then just a really, really high-pitched voice, I don't know, just threw me a bit. Barreled might find his way onto my crime island eventually. I'm not opposed to chopping and changing a few of the villagers. Ah, look at this cutie. This is Eunice, I believe. Yeah. I like the sheep designs. They're just cute. Apart from Kashmir, she looks ill. But we're definitely after a different sheep. We're after Wendy as part of the Elusive Freeze, so we won't be taking Eunice. Should definitely consider doing an all-sheep island though. Like I said, I really like the sheep designs. Sister Fruit Island. Who are we going to find? I haven't seen him yet. Oh, there it is. It's Patty. Hello. She's pretty cute as cows go. Probably because they haven't over-designed her. She's just a plain cow, but looks quite nice because of it. Almost to a third of our original 80 tickets. I'm not opposed to getting some more tickets, but probably not too many. I don't want this video to go on for absolutely ages. I forget this penguin's name. Is it Gwen? Frigga? It's Frigga. Okay. I've never really paid attention to Frigga. She's quite nice looking. Yeah, you know what? You're cute. Okay, who has Wilbur brought me to see this time? Money Rock Island. It's not someone I'm interested in, I don't think. It's Drago. Really cool design. Someone would have... excuse me. Someone I probably would have taken early on in the series for Tanglewood, my jungle island, obviously. But yeah, not someone we were after this time round. And who do we have this time? Question mark. Someone good, someone good. Snooty. They're not bad. They're not great. She's okay. So my biggest fear with Tanglewood is that I unashamedly went to a load of treasure islands to get all the items that I needed for the island. And I just hope that I haven't managed to put Rudy, Wendy, even Bree to be honest, into my autofill queue. That's Hans. I'm not going to say hello to Hans. Goodbye. Not into him. Yeah, I just hope I'm actually able to find one of those three. It's getting absurd, just how elusive they are. In fact, I wouldn't even say that Bree is that elusive. I've seen her somewhat regularly, or recently I should say. It's unfortunately just before I decided that I actually wanted her on the island, and since I've decided that, she's not shown up. This is Gigi. I had her briefly on New Leaf. If memory serves, she had a really nice house interior. She kind of grew on me a little bit. I'm not really into frogs, but yeah, she was interesting villager to have. Certainly not the worst. I think we're on ticket 30, but I could be completely wrong about that. Anyone who's regular to my channel will know that I get lost when it comes to ticket numbers. But who do we have? 3, 2, 1. It's Ursula. Ah, perpetually worried looking bear. She'd be really cute if she didn't have those worried eyebrows, you know? Although the image of eyebrows being worried is kind of funny, but no, she just looks like she's always going to burst into tears, and I just don't like that. She could have been cute. Make her cute, Nintendo. Okay, are we going to find someone good this time? 3, 2, 1. No. This is a shock. I was kind of looking for him on my last hunt on Jailtown. He's not the worst. He's alright. He's just got that kind of stoner vibe in my eyes. But, hey. Each their own, I suppose. Okay, can we find someone top tier this time? Who have we got? There's Fire, there's Kid. Again, he's alright. He's not great, not the worst, he's just alright. I did have him on Jailtown, he was my campsite villager, and I was disappointed. Not because he's bad, just because I wanted someone either amazing or terrible. And he was, yeah, he was just okay, so... Yeah, a bit of a shame, but, you know, maybe next time. Just because I was talking about Power World earlier. I remember seeing a trailer for the Gecko Gods and a new Professor Layton game, and I haven't seen any information since. Where are my games, Nintendo? Come on. This is Cephalobot, obviously. Robot Octopus. Just minding his business while I'm going on about games that haven't come out yet. He knows. He knows the struggle. I would like to do a Pokemon oh, I just saw who it was. It's Whitney, up in the waterfall. She's hiding behind the tree now. I'm gonna just hop over and say hello because I do like Whitney, and I will be taking her if she comes up in my settled territory. But as I was saying, I would like to do something Pokemon related on the channel. I've just got to try and figure out what that Pokemon related content will be. See, playing the game takes quite a while, so I would need to dedicate a lot of time to that, but could always do that. Could be something I do behind the scenes while I'm playing Animal Crossing, obviously. But for now, I will bid farewell to Whitney. It's always a bad thing to do so, but maybe she'll come up again. And if she does, I'll probably end up taking her. I know I'm obviously an Animal Crossing channel, but if you would like some Pokemon related content, then feel free to let me know in the comments. Where's Parsley gone? There he is. Leopold, obviously. I saw his dark green hair, and I mentioned it before, but I call him Parsley because of a terrible, terrible kids show that was on in the 70s or 60s in the UK. And I remember seeing an advert for it when I was like 5, and for some reason that's just a core memory. Yeah. Moving on. And just to clarify, I'm not that old. I wasn't born in the 60s or 70s. But who will we find next to the campfire? they've moved. It's Anchovy, I believe. I always get his name wrong, so let's have a look. It is indeed Anchovy. He's alright, kind of mostly plain bird. Very thick eyebrows. He's alright. Not someone I've ever really considered, and that won't be starting today, unfortunately for him, but there you go. Will we get as lucky as we were on Jailtown? There's Coach again. I'm going to say no. I said Coach again. I don't actually remember if I saw him previously. It might be that I saw him on my other hunt for Jailtown. It's kind of blurring into one. I've done these relatively close to each other, so apologise if that is the case. This is Rolled? Question mark. There he is. Hello. I really should consider having a penguin on one of my islands at some point. I'm starting to get a little bit better with their names, but I'm still not 100%. Like, if I go to them, I'm not confident of their names pretty much any time, honestly. I don't know when I would have a penguin, because I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I would like a all-sheep island at some point. I'm pretty sure I just saw Hans in the background. I'm going to double check. Let's hide behind the cliff. He doesn't want to see me as much as I don't want to see him. Hello. It was Hans. I wonder how many tickets and hunts I've been on looking for Rudy or Wendy. I might have to do that at some point and just count them. Where is the villager? There's a campfire, so I know they're here somewhere. Oh, they're hiding behind the cliff. It's Admiral. Pretty sure I've had him already in this hunt. Well, you're right to be hiding. I don't want to see you. Certainly not again. Power your fire. The ultimate insult. And we run away. Okay, one of our three. They're going to turn up. I know it. I feel it in my heart. That's not one of our three. It's Gale. She's adorable though. Ooh, Bamboo Island. Can we get lucky this time? The bamboo was our friend. No, we cannot. Cody, I believe. Little cowboy cub. Let's have a word with him to make sure that I got the name right. I was indeed correct. Yeah, he's alright. I don't see him too often, which is kind of refreshing in its own way. Okay, who do we think we're going to get on Waterfall Island? Bust out my ladder. Actually remember that it's a tool ring. Fantastic. 3, 2, 1. Reveal. It's acnh, I believe. Again, I'm going to have to double check the name because I'm not confident on it. She's okay. It is acnh. I used to really not like the mice, and I just think most of them anyway, they're alright. They've grown on me a little bit. The fact that they've got a Petrie now really helps, because best mouse in my opinion, and I love her. I know I've mentioned it previously, but I did have Rizzo on my New Leaf Town, and he was always up at the wee hours of the morning, and so I would end up talking to him a lot because I'll play very late. This is Snake. I don't really see him too often either. I suppose that's the point, he's meant to be a ninja and shinobi, right? So stealth is his game. Anyway, yeah, I don't mind Rizzo. Design wise, he's not the best, I've got to admit, but he's certainly got a fondness because, like I said, he was always up and about on my New Leaf Town, so I always had a villager to interact with. Will we find someone good hiding amongst the peaches? Please, please. It's Biff. I just saw his feet. I recognise him from Jailtown. There he is. Our strong, buff bodyguard Biff. He's alright. Not obviously for excuse me. It's not someone for Tanglewood. But we love him on Jailtown. Okay guys, I guess I'm going to do a quick fire round, so I'm going to do 10, maybe 15 tickets. Well, I'm going to do it really quickly, just mention who it is and talk to them if I don't really recognise their name. Just to make sure that the entire video length isn't too absurd. Obviously, if we find someone good, you'll know about it. And here's Frita, our delicious sheep girl. And there we have Mac. I had him in my New Leaf Town for a while. He's alright. There's T-Bone. No thank you. Zoe with her weird jumpsuit, neck bumpies and hip bumpies. Goth Queen Muffy. Yeah. It's Benedict. Pretty sure I called you Goose last time I saw you. And confused you for a girl last time as well. Here's Leonardo. Cool looking dude. Here's Cobb. That's all I can say really. There's Stu. He comes up far too regularly in my hunts. Probably one of the worst offenders for that, honestly. Oh, there's Flurry. She's cute. Never had her. Would consider though. So that's going to be it as far as our quickfire round. Hopefully I did 10, might have done a few more, I don't really know. And there's Tipper. In the background, I was going to say hopefully we can find someone on our list, but that's certainly not someone. It's really hard to keep track of how many tickets I'm using, especially when I'm doing that quick round. Is that Admiral again? Is that the third time? It is. Ugh. I'm pretty sure I put your fire out and that was meant to insult you so much you never show up again. Jeez. Right, I don't want to see Admiral. I want to see someone good. Let's do this. I immediately got stuck behind the workbench. Good start. There's Agent S. I'm pretty sure I've seen them already as well. Not doing well for dupes right now. You're lucky I like squirrels, otherwise I'd be pissed. I've had 2 dupes in a row. Someone good, someone non-duplicated. Well, it's a non-dupe. I would argue it's not someone good, it's Elvis. Just not someone I'm interested in, so I'm going to head off yet again. Okay, so who are we going to find this time? Oh, it's Bree! Oh! I'm so happy! Oh, I found one of the 3! Hello, you gorgeous thing, you! I was starting to resign myself to not finding anyone. Oh, you're free to dish with me any day. Come to my island. We'll dish about all the villagers. That's the best decision. Yeah! I found Bree! Hell yeah! I see Deirdre's got the zoomies. Nice to see. Now for today's announcements. We welcome our gorgeous darling Bree. And here she is, our newest jungle maiden. How we doing, Bree? Oh, I love her already. Oh, she's adorable. Oh, I can see you being a firm favourite of mine very quickly. So there we have it, guys. I'm going to end today's episode here. Obviously, end on a really high note. We found Bree. I'm really happy, if you can tell. So thank you very much for watching if you made it this far into the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit like and consider subscribing if you haven't done already. Join me for the next video and we'll be doing a build on Jailtown, and it might be a little longer before it's out, but that's because I've got to plan everything out and make sure that it's all done properly. But thank you very much, hope to see you next time, and have a good one. See you later!